Hi, I'm the Craft Maiden, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a Cornish Pixie from Harry Potter. If you want to make this yourself, you can find all the tools and materials I use in this video in the description box down below. And without further ado, let's get this video started. To start off, I made a skeleton out of wire, and to bulk it up a bit I used Aluminumfoil. For the ears I'm using a metal mesh, the same as I did with the wings in the previous video. And to make it stick to the head I'm using small needles. And as usual, my go-to clay is Super Sculpey, so that's what I'm going to cover this project in. And for the eyes I'm going to use glass beads in black. And if you are going to make this yourself, make sure it's glass or something oven safe, otherwise it might melt when you are baking the clay. If you have seen my video, The Monster Book of Monsters, you might remember this. When sculpting something that needs to be symmetrical or even of some sort, always start with the side you have the most problem with and then finish off by copy it over to your good side. For me, it's always the left side I have a problem with, so therefore I start with that one and then copy it over to my good side, my right. As the pixie has two antennae on its head and they are too thin to be only clay, I'm using another piece of wire as a core. Before baking, I'm using clay softener to remove fingerprints. After it had cooled down, I added liquid fimo to adhere the new clay, and to avoid any damages or accidents for the left ear and antenna, I already baked them before making the right side. And once again, I use clay softener to remove any fingerprints. And before baking, I added a mouth as well. When the pixie smile is ready, it's time to bake it one more time. When it had cooled down, I added the clay to the body and started to sculpt it. If you're wondering where I got my reference photos from, I just watched the movie Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets and played the game Harry Potter Wizards Unite. As the Pixies has wings, I used reference photos from the game, and since a few of you are asking, the app I'm using is Autodesk Sketchbook when making my templates. And the material for them, I'm using clear 0.4mm styrene sheet. And to get some life into them, I'm also using a 3D clear gloss for the embossed pattern on top of them. If you wish to make a pair of simpler wings, you can check out my flying key video. You can find a link up in the corner in the info cards and down below in the description box. When the clear gloss had dried, I used the scalpel to cut them out, and then after that I flipped them over and used the same 3D gloss on the other side. As I wanted the wings to look like they were one with the body, I temporarily attached them to the back to create indents, but I should have worn gloves when doing this, and if you stay to the very end, you will get to know why. I also added a bit more clay for more support before removing them, as they won't survive the oven. Before baking it, I attached 2 eye pins to the back, and if you want to know how I made them, you can check the video up in the corner. And after that I used clay softener to remove any fingerprints and baked it. After the baking I realized the pixie was sort of top heavy and it wouldn't help just to add clay, so I added a bit more wires to the legs to distribute the weight a bit more evenly. Hi, a little bit of a break from the video. I just wanted to tell you that I have a Patreon. So if you want to, you can support me over there and it would really help a lot. Thank you so much for your time and let's continue this video. For the hand, I made a skeleton out of wire and attached it to the arm. When sculpting hands, I always use my own as a reference because I find it much easier to interpret that one than a photo. I already pre-baked the claws, so they will be easier to attach. Baking the pixie one last time, then letting it cool down before painting everything black. For the mouth, I'm using a white acrylic as lighter shades looks better on a lighter base. And when the black acrylic had dried, I painted it all over with the blue cerulean color I used for the portkey in the previous video. Back to the mouth again, I used a fleshy color for the gums and a yellowish white for the teeth. As the pixie has some sort of whitish markings on its body, I mixed a really light violet pinkish color so it would be more natural against the blue and stippled it on. For the claws and nails, I used a really light blue color. To get the colors to fade into each other, I'm using a trick from Simply Nailogical and paint the two colors onto a sponge and then dab 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 to make it all look fab. To get the paintwork look more lively, I use darker shades of paint and washes to give it more dimension. I used a clear gloss varnish to give some shine to the nails, claws and mouth. Now back to the wings, which happen to have multiplied since you last saw them. It appears that the oils or whatever's in the clay made the 3D gloss foggy, and while playing around with the wings by putting them on and off for some time, I accidentally broke 2 of the first wings. So that's why I made a whole new set with the bases a bit wider for more strength, and because of that I also had to make the indents in the back a bit wider to be able to glue them on. And for that I used a clear drying hobby glue. Here I should just leave it be, but because I love details I wanted to fill in the holes I made earlier, so I filled it in with a model filler, which I shouldn't have done. As the filler discolored the plastic and the embossing, I decided to cover up my mistakes by using the blue paint from earlier and mixing it in with the clear gloss for a more translucent color. And when everything was dried, I attached nylon thread to the back. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell button if you haven't done so already, so you will get notified whenever I upload. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye!